First, we'll be listing out all the available routes that are currently in use by the people to travel to Canada and which are optimum choice for indirect travel to Canada. And the foremost one being the Doha Qatar route, which is used maximum by the people in the current times, but it's changing quarantine policy. I think it could pose some threat to this particular route, but let's see what happens in future. The second one is the Belgrade, which was the most prominent choice among everyone who were traveling in July via an indirect route. But since it's 7 day mandatory quarantine thing happened, people are choosing the Serbia less and less. The Cairo, Tirana, Maldives, Mexico, Paris, and Ukraine. Now, the Paris route is not that much viable option because it has got Schengen visa, which we'll be talking in this particular slide. So, in this slide, we'll be seeing if there is any country specific requirements of visa as well as quarantine that you need to keep in mind. Now, Serbia has a 7 days mandatory quarantine, even if you test negative, so that is a given thing. And even if you test positive, has got 10 and 12 days, something like that. And then the Doha routes, the Qatar COVID-19 immigration policy is also changing, and they recently imposed 10 days mandatory quarantine. So whosoever is traveling to Doha, but we have not got any official information regarding this because they retracted that particular tweet and everything. So there is still not much clarity about the same, but we can still have something in mind, some this kind of sort in mind, that this particular road will not be a viable option in the coming days because they would be imposing some sort of quarantine to this route for Indian travelers. Now, the Paris route can only be used if you have got the Schengen visa, and it requires 3 months of prior booking to get that visa in normal times. But with this COVID and everything happening with us, I don't think what would be the time frame in which you would get this visa. It's really unpredictable, so we cannot gamble on this particular route. So these are the major quarantine rules and visa, and we'll be talking about each and every specific requirement and visas and everything along the whole video, coming to case by case study. Now the third thing is what should be your thought process whenever you're booking a flight on your own, and even if you are going to an agent, what sort of things that you need to keep in mind. So the first and the foremost one is, do check what kind of currency the country is handling, and if there is uh, a universal sort of system, if there is card system, or if you need hard cash for that particular route, do see that accordingly to your route, because each and every airports, each and every route has got their own derivatives. Some uses dollars, some uses euros, some have their own uh, this local currency, and some people places would not be using the cards and everything. So do your research first, and then make the arrangement of card and cash accordingly, so that you won't get in any trouble. Now, secondly, see if your baggage weight is same as the flights or different. As me, by that statement, I mean is that if one of your flight has got two bags of 23 kgs and one handbag of 7 kgs, say if the other the connecting flight which you are taking from that particular indirect location has the same sort of weight relation or not, or else you'd be paying a lot of money to get that weight to Canada. Now, book a hotel in advance. This is very important point, because each and every country would be asking what are your, where I would be staying and what is your quarantine plan till the time you get your RT-PCR report. So you need to book the hotel in advance. You don't need to pay in advance, because a lot of these booking apps have advance done without paying any amount or anything. So it would be very much beneficial for you if you book your hotel in advance. And the RT-PCR report, some places do need some advanced check-in 24 hours prior to your landing. So please make sure you remember that and ask your agent about it. Now, Let us talk about the Doha route. So Delhi, Doha, Toronto, these are the three destinations we would be talking about. So all my flights are directed from Delhi. I'm not from Delhi, but Delhi would be your optimum choice because you'd be saving a lot of money if you go from Delhi rather than from Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, or any other place. So Delhi to Doha, you could use an Indigo flight which has got 18,459 rupees as the charge, and then from Doha to Toronto, it has got 1,11,000, which is through Qatar. Now, these are just the flight tickets. Your RT-PCR cost would be 6,128. So, roughly all the RT-PCR would be around 6 to 7,000. Some of them are 25 to 4,000 and like 2,500 to 4,000. And you need to book the RT-PCR test slot 14 days prior to your boarding, like to your landing, not boarding. And this 14 days is as such that if you're fully vaccinated and everything, so that also follows these 14-day rule. And you would get your RT-PCR report done in 6 hours time. So 1 or 2 day of stay is more than enough in Qatar. The hotel cost is 3,000 to 5,000 rupees per day. That is Google data. You can check it with MMT or any other local booking hotel bookings apps which you have. Then the second route is the Delhi Belgaum route, which is now not a preferable option for a lot of people due to its quarantine policies, but I still think that it is a very feasible option. So Delhi to Belgaum has 37,000 rupees flight, 67,000 via Lufthansa from Belgaum to Toronto, and then RT-PCR would be costing you 6,000 to 7,000, somewhere in between. 6 hours, you would get your test certificate in 6 hours, and but 7 days quarantine is mandatory. And then the cost of hotel is around 100 to 1,000 to 1,500 rupees per day if two people are sharing a single room. So you can book an Airbnb. One of my friend did that, and you could be like 8 to 9,000 rupees for 7 days at max with food and everything included. So yeah, it's still a pretty good deal, which would be under 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 to 1.1 lakhs. The third route is the Cairo one, the Cairo, Egypt. Now, the Egypt has immigration policy which allows you to get e-visa at the time of arrival, which is a good thing. So from Delhi to Cairo, the Emirates has 44,891 rupees, so 45,000 approx. And from Cairo to Toronto, you have 60,000 flight rupees. Like the flight cost is 60,000, so it's still 1 lakh 4,000 something like that. The RT-PCR test would cost you more because it would be giving you your result in 3 to 4 hours. But I have written 6 hours for the sake of convenience because all the sites are mentioning 6 hours. But some of I talked to some of the people and they told me that RT-PCR test would be delivered to you in 6 to 8 hours, 2 to 3 hours at max. And then the cost of hotel is 1,200 to 2,000 rupees per day. You would need to spend 2 or 3 days at max there so that you could roam around if you want in Egypt and then go to Toronto. So the whole package cost would be roughly around 1 lakh to 1.2 lakhs, somewhere around the line. This is for August 29. And if you book before that, you would get higher prices of flights and everything. And if you book after that, you would save 25 to 30,000 rupees. Now the next route is Delhi to Tirana, which is in Albania, and then to Toronto. So Delhi to Tirana usually have a Frankfurt stoppage in between, and which is through British Airways. It costs you 47,000 rupees. Again, British Airways 44,000 rupees, which is still a feasible option. So 90,000 of flight. Then RT-PCR test 4,000. Very quiet place, very good city. If you don't need rush and everything, go through this route. It would be a very good route for your convenience. And on arrival visa, not much of problem with the whole process. I have talked 2 to 3 people who had traveled through these route, and they told me like there is not much of an issue regarding to these immigration and everything. They usually don't ask for insurance, but if you have insurance already in place, that would be very good. You could book it through Policy Bazaar. It would cost you like maybe 1,000 or 1,500 rupees, something like that. And the cost of one day of store hotel stays 2,600 to 4,000 rupees per day. and you would need to be staying there for just 1 day or maximum 2 days, and that is more than enough. Just pre-book this hotel and show to the immigration officer, and you'll be good to go. The next route is Delhi Maldives route, and then from Maldives to Toronto. This is the costliest route by far. Now this is for 29th August. So now this KLM Dutch Royal has started recently. That's why the cost of that ticket is quite low, which is 88,000 in total. And then RT-PCR test 3,400 to 4,000, 5,000 rupees. Then 2 3 days resort stay. Then you need to make sure that your resort has you know uh, in room testing facility, because you won't be going to a facility to get your COVID results, but rather than the people would be coming to your resort, to your room, and then they would be taking your samples and then giving you the report. So 2 3 days here as well, quarantine. So the hotel cost, the resort cost would be around 4 to 5,000 rupees, roughly like that. So 15,000. And now this is also 1 to 1.2 lakh rupees. The whole package would be around 1 to 1.2 lakhs. But then if you're going through an agent, they would be giving you some unnecessary cost and advices, and they have to earn as well. So this would cost you around 1 lakh 60 or 1 lakh 70,000 for this. But if you're going on your own, uh, this is a very good choice. But then the go first flight does not allow you to take that much amount of weight as KLM Dutch takes you. So you need to pay for your luggage weight. So that could cost you around 5 to 7,000 more. So still pretty much 1 to 1.2 lakhs, that would be the threshold amount for 29 August if you're booking today on 1st of August. The next is the Mexico route, the Mexico route, Juarez airport. So from Delhi to Mexico, it's 69,000 rupees flight, and then it has got two bags of 23 kgs and one bag of 7 kgs. So it's sorted there. From Mexico to Toronto or Mexico to Toronto, Air Canada, 26,000. Everything is sorted. So this is also a very good choice of route for an indirect travel. The RT-PCR cost is $50, which is from Skylabs. One of I read it on some uh, this. Website that this is what the cost of the RT-PCR test is. Result usually comes in around 8 hours, no visa requirement, or that would be an e-visa. Usually you have a Canadian permit, a study permit, or US visa holders. All those people don't need any sort of this visa or anything to enter to Mexico or Mexico. Now the cost of 2 days of hotel would be 3,000 to 7,000 rupees, and it's still feasible. Again, 1.2 to 1.3 lakhs for this particular route. The next is, and the last one is the Ukraine route. This is not a very popular choice among people, but this is quite a nice route we have got through Ukraine. So from Delhi to Kiev International Airport, you would be using Fly Dubai, and then 30,000 is the flight cost. And then from Kiev to Toronto, it's 63,000, which is around 90,000, 95,000 of flight, plus some weight that you have extra, which would be 10,000, because both of these flights would be having some weight differences. So that could cost you around 1 lakh of um, or amount in the ticket only. And then RT-PCR testing cost 2,200 to 2,500 rupees. 8 to 10 hours you'd get your RT-PCR test. And then e-visa is not required for Indian passport holders, but make sure that you have this document stating the particular statement, and just show it to the visa immigration officer at Ukraine, and you'd be good to go. The cost of 2 day hotel in Ukraine would be 2,000 to 4,000 or probably 6,000 rupees uh, for 2 days. Now, cost of 2 day. Okay, so this is for 1 day, 2,000 to 4,000. Yeah, that is, I thought it was quite cheap. So 2,000 to 4,000 rupees per day for 2 days, and then you are good to go. So this is pretty much all the information that I have accumulated through all the different sites, and you make sure that you use the you search the flights on any site, but you book the flights from the site in which like the official site, I would say. Like if you're booking Qatar Airways, don't go it through Make My Trip or Paytm or Go IBB. Go through Qatar as well, like Qatar only. Like download the Qatar application and then book your flights from there. There is a discount going currently. If you book your flights like for uh, 1st September, or like for a date which is ahead of 31st August, and you book that particular flight before 31st August, you would be getting full refund if you cancel that particular flight, which is quite a good offer. I booked in that for 10 September for 70,000. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you like the video. Do like, share, and subscribe. And see you next time.